Hi, today I'm going to share with you everything I got on my Disney cruise. I went on a 5-night cruise on the Disney Destiny back in December 2025, and if you've not watched the vlogs yet, then that series is now complete, and I'll leave a link in the description below where you can see that. And if you think I'm looking really sweaty, I am. We're in the middle of a heat wave and my glasses are steaming up, so I don't want to put the fan on because it will mess up my sound, as I've discovered in the past. Okay, so onto the haul. So the first thing I got was the Adventure Bundle, which I had ordered to my stateroom, so it was there when I arrived. And I showed you this on embarkation day. We got gifts delivered to the room, but I'll just give you a quick recap. Firstly, it was the large backpack slash duffel bag, and I have used this a few times since the cruise and I'm pretty pleased with it.
It's one small step for man.
It makes a good weekender bag and it holds quite a lot of stuff in, and I've realised that the pouch at the bottom is good not only for shoes, but you can also put your dirty washing in there, so it keeps it separate from your clean clothes. And one thing I will mention on this is if you have it, make sure you close the zips properly when you pick it up, because I think one time I hadn't closed the front pocket properly and I was carrying it, and then I realised, hang on, all the weight is actually on that zip, and I think that's why the zips are extra chunky, because they're designed to carry the weight of the bag. So make sure you do them up. So the other things in that bundle were the water bottle, which at the time, I really liked this and was very pleased with it. And I thought it was particularly good to have it in the car because as it has just a flip top lid, you don't have to worry about unscrewing anything. So you can just quickly take a drink of water. But after like a week or so, it started not working properly and the straw kept coming off the inside, to the point where today I actually glued it on because I was fed up of it falling off and then not being able to drink from it. So I had to glue that in and it seems to be working now. Oh, sorry, Missy's just gone off barking. Is there foxes? Come and lay down, Missy. So when it works, it's a very good bottle and it's been good in the heat wave, as I can fill it with ice and have a nice cool drink all day. And lastly from that bundle was the hat, and I still hate it. If you saw the embarkation day video, you'll know I was disappointed that it was so tall and more of a trucker's cap than a nice cap, which was a shame as the design is very nice. It just looks ridiculous, so I don't wear it. But my mum's borrowed it a couple of times. You okay, Missy? You good? Oh, where are you? Oh, hello. Oh, don't show my shorts, Missy. They're not for public viewing. I'm showing everyone the dirty floor. Oh, Missy. You're probably going to try and come up on my lap, aren't you? Mind your head, though. Ooh! Oh, right. Somebody wanted to say hello. Oh, you're too short. You're too short. Missy's finding it hard in the hot weather, but she did just enjoy a little bark at either a fox or a cat that was coming through our garden. So the next thing I got was the only thing that I bought on the ship, apart from that adventure bundle, and that was the Dooney and Bourke Inaugural Tote Bag. And this was something I'd seen before the sailing, and I had my eye on it and was kind of hoping to get it. And then when I saw it, I actually wasn't sure because I expected it to be slightly bigger. And then I also expected the pattern to be more gold, but I'd say it's a bit more yellow. I saw it through the shop window on the first night and thought, oh, I don't know. But then when I went in and looked at it, I decided I really needed to get it. And I particularly liked the hanging tag here that says it's from the Disney Destiny Inaugural sailings. So I thought that would be a nice collectible to have. Missy, can you stop licking me? And I like that the pattern of this shows the ship and is not too cartoony or childish. It's very sophisticated, like me. And then inside it's just a dark blue. And it's got a couple of little pockets. So that was the only thing I bought on the ship, and I got that from the Treasures Untold shop on Deck 3. Oh, what's that? Well, let's see, I got your little fluff in my mouth. Oh God. Oh, Missy. Missy left some dog fur in my mouth. How did that get there? How did that get there? Oh, it's when I did that. Puh, that's it again. I bought... So our sailing had 2 port days, and these were at Castaway Cay and Lookout Cay. I didn't actually buy anything at Castaway Cay. I saw a nice t-shirt that I quite liked, but they didn't have it in my size. And yeah, I didn't get anything else. But I did make up for that at Lookout Cay, where I got loads. And I found that they had the same t-shirt, but it said Lookout Cay instead of Castaway Cay. But it was the same style as the one I'd seen the day before. And they did have the right size. Oh, you think hot, Missy? Should we pop you down a minute? Hang on, you're making me hot. You're making me too hot. Ow. Oh, so no, you're on the microphone. Right, let's put you down. Whee! Sorry. And that was, oops, wrong way. And that was this t-shirt. So it's a dark grey and it has a Disney Cruise Line logo in the middle. And I love the colours of this. It also says Lookout Cay on the back. And it's become one of my favourite t-shirts that I wear all the time. And I particularly like it at the moment as it's very lightweight and nice and cool to wear. Just like me. And then I also picked up this cap at Lookout Cay, which you may have seen in the vlogs if you've watched them. And it's a pink and red coral pattern. And it says Lookout Cay across the front and Disney Cruise Line on the back. And it's just Velcro at the back. And it's full of my hair as it keeps getting caught. But I do like this hat. And I've been wearing it quite a bit. And I wore it in the water, so it's already a bit sea stained. But it's still looking pretty good. I'd also been looking for a spirit jersey at Lookout Cay, and it was one that I'd seen online before, I think on like an Instagram reel, but I couldn't quite remember what it looked like when I was there. I knew it was pink, and I couldn't see it on display. And then I asked the guy serving whether they had a pink spirit jersey, and he went off and found one for me, which was in the same design as the hat. But it wasn't the one I remembered, and I didn't get it. But then towards the end of the day, after I'd had such a nice time, I wanted to do a bit more shopping. So I did go back and get that spirit jersey. So it's the red and pink coral print all over. And then there's a small Disney Cruise Line logo on the front. And then on the back, Lookout Cay. So I picked this up thinking, oh, that'll be nice because it'll go with my hat. And then I stupidly picked up these shorts as well. And I think this was where I'd been influenced by Sarah, because earlier on she'd said, oh, the shorts are nice. And then I bought them, but I don't know why, because they're like little hot pants. And I don't even wear things that are above like lower calf. So I don't know when I thought I would wear these, although I have worn them to bed a couple of times, but they're not really something I would wear in public. So maybe that was a bit of an impulse buy that probably could have done without. And they're in the same material as the Spirit jersey, so they're quite a heavy sort of fabric. And then the last things I got from Lookout Cay were probably what I was most excited about, and it is the straw bags. And again, I'd seen a video of these beforehand, and I thought it would be something that I would quite like, but then I'd actually forgotten about it. So then when we saw them, it was very exciting, as I realised, that's what I was looking for. So in my head, I'd been kind of hoping for maybe a princess one, just because that's what I'd seen before. And also, I don't really have much princess stuff. But when we were there wasn't that big a range to choose from. There was quite a lot of stitch ones, which is not my favourite. But there were a couple of good ones, which we got. So I went for this Donald Duck one. So this one is a handbag style with a mid-length shoulder strap. And it also comes with this little pouch on the front as well. And I went for Donald Duck. There was also a nice Daisy Duck one, which Sarah ended up getting. I think there was also a Minnie Mouse one, which I nearly got. But I went for Donald, as I thought he's a sailor. And I was on a cruise, so it seemed a bit more nautical. And then to open it, it's got these little beads that are kind of like poppers. And then it has an orange lining. I thought these bags are quite unique and would be something nice in my collection. So I was very pleased about this one, but I had expected it to be more of a basket style, which is what I'd seen beforehand. So I ended up also getting this little one, which is more of a basket style. And probably could have done without this one, to be honest. But it's one of those things that I probably wouldn't be able to get anywhere else. So I thought I'd rather get it than not get it and then regret it. I would have quite liked a bigger size. They had a massive basket, which I thought was too big. This one's probably too small to be practical for much, to be honest. But it's a nice little keepsake. So I'm pleased I got it. And they did have the Minnie Mouse in a few different colours. They had a light pink bow and a dark pink bow. But I went for the purple to be a little bit different. So the last thing I got was actually a free gift. And that is the Pirate's Night bandana. And they give one of these to each guest and they leave it in your stateroom on Pirate Night to give you something to wear if you've not bought your own costume. I already had my costume and like ears and stuff to wear. So I put the bandana on my monkey that I was carrying as my pirate prop. And I've since seen somebody use this to make a pair of ears, which I think would be quite a good idea. I don't want to mess this one up, but I imagine if you go on lots of cruises, you probably end up with lots of these. So if I get another one, I think I would actually use it to make a wall popper to display my pirate ears on. If you've got any spare bandanas, please send them my way. So that's it for the things I bought on the cruise. Oh, wait, no it's not. I thought I'd also show you this, or these. So this first one, I think, was the bag that my adventure bundle came in. So I kept that as a souvenir. Oh, forgot about this. I showed you this on the embarkation day video, and this was the Silver Castaway Club gift. Once you've done more than one sailing on a Disney cruise, you become a Silver Castaway Club member. So each time you do a new cruise, you'll get a gift depending on your Castaway Club status. So silver is the first level, and that gift is this tote bag. And this one says Disney Destiny Inaugural Sailings, and it's got the Castaway Club logo up the strap. So I did use this on the islands. It came in quite handy as a beach bag. And that came in this dust bag, which again says Disney Destiny Inaugural Sailings. So that's quite a nice thing to keep. And as well as the tote, I also got the Silver Castaway Club lanyard, which has Disney Destiny Inaugural Sailings on the front. And this is where I've kept my Key to the World card. Oh, and I've just realised my nail varnish is quite chipped. Sorry about that. I went on holiday last week and did my nails, but I've not maintained them very well. And I didn't really have to use this because I have my magic band on. So this acts as your key to your room, and you can also use it in the shops or bars for making charges, as they don't take credit card or anything during the sailing. They put everything on your account and then you pay your bill at the end. So you can scan this card or use your magic band if you've got one, which is what I did. And then when I did my shopping on the island, I got some of the shopping bags. So this one says Disney Cruise Line on the front, and then on the back it's got Captain, Minnie and Mickey. And I also got that in the smaller size. And that's it. I forgot to record what Sarah got, so here's some pictures. First of all, she got the Sea Adventure Family Bundle, which was delivered to our stateroom. And then she picked up the Disney Destiny tote bag from Mickey's mainsail, which appears to be covered in cat hair. Is this the culprit? Then she got a pink Then she got a pink Disney Cruise Line sweatshirt, and then a couple of t-shirts on the island, as well as the Daisy woven straw bag, and not forgetting her fabulous birthday gifts from yours truly. And that's what Sarah got. What a lucky girl. So if you've watched the vlogs, you'll know we put a fish extender outside our stateroom door, and we got quite a few little Pixie Dust gifts in there. So Sarah took some and I took some, and we kind of split them between the two of us. So first one is this magnet, which I quite like as it has the dates of our cruise on. And it was quite nice to get that as it could go on our door. And this one didn't get stolen like that other one did. And then I got a little pen that has a Mickey head topper with like a Toy Story pattern on. And then I got a little key ring that says Adventure is out there, which is a tagline from the film Up, if you don't know. Then I also got this key ring / bag charm, I could use it as. And the keyring part of this is in the shape of a Mickey head, which is kind of cool. And it has Change Your Fate written on it, which is a nod to the film Brave. And we got 2 of these. One was, I forget, Sarah took the other one, but I liked this one because our room was Brave themed and so was our corridor. So I feel like this was very fitting for our trip. And this one had a little note on it saying who it was from. And I found that some of the gifts just had nothing, and some people would sort of let you know which room they were in, and then you can give them a present back if you like. And then I got a cute little turtle from room 8184. And I took this because I like turtles, as I keep pet tortoises, so they're quite similar. Then I also got a little Canadian ice hockey boot. I'm thinking maybe these people were from Canada. Then there's an assortment of stickers, which are Marvel themed. And as you know, the Disney Destiny is the Heroes and Villains themed ship. So it features a lot of Marvel characters as well as the more traditional Disney characters. Then there's also a couple of tiny ducks. So I think one is clear and the other one has like a bit of purple glitter through it. If I can get them to focus. They're very tiny. And if you don't know, there's like a cruise tradition where people hide little ducks around the ship and you find them and you can choose to like keep it or hide it again for someone else. I think we had a couple of other ducks that we hid, but I kept these 2 little ones. And then the last thing was a bit of a sneaky one because Sarah didn't know about it. I found a couple of times she had got back to the room first and taken what was in the fish extender. So one day I went back first and I found this, which might be my best thing of all. And it's a little hanging ornament in a Mickey hat shape. And it's got the cruise line logo and it says 2025. And I think it's actually decorated to look like Pluto the dog, as it has a little green collar. Although for some reason when I look at it, I always think Pinocchio. What do you think it's supposed to be? Pinocchio or Pluto? Let me know in the comments. So that's everything that I got on my Disney cruise. I hope you've enjoyed seeing everything and that it gives you an idea of what you might like to look for if you go on a Disney cruise. Thanks for watching.